The audio is not working. Look at that. Yo, this was an accidental upload. I do apologize. Didn't mean to upload this. I was going through all of my uploads, and this was an accident. I accidentally switched the wrong thing, so interesting that it's not working. Give me a quick sec. I gotta go drop off a breakfast taco to my girlfriend. I'll let you know what this footage is in a second. This is Brooklyn Red Hook Crit from 2000, I believe it's 2017. This is James Grady. He's out of San Francisco, and we were supposed to have him talk about his race, but it never happened. When I was going through my footage that I uploaded to YouTube, and I uploaded this low res so he could look at it and talk over it, and then I would upload the high res, but we never got around to doing it. And then today I was going through my YouTube uploads and I really messed up and accidentally made this one public somehow, and I realized it after some people started commenting on it. So it's a bonus, like 2 videos for Thursday. All right, I think I'm ready now. I got my coffee. I'm here on the screen now. I don't know why the audio is not playing from that laptop right now, so I do need to fix it. Might have to unplug it and reconnect it. But good morning. Welcome to another day in my kitchen. It's day 12 of the morning routine. Got a lot of channel members in here. Good morning. Philip and Drift King and Slip Pete. We got Drew, Joe, Claudio. Good morning to everybody, or afternoon, wherever it is you're at. Hopefully you guys have seen the USNS Comfort. I was calling it the USNS Hospitality. I don't know why. Maybe because it's a hospital ship. I have no idea. But someone corrected me yesterday, so I uploaded that video today. Didn't stay for too long just because I felt, like there were too many people there, and I was just trying to keep my distance. And then I ran into Richard. He was out. So then we rode back into Brooklyn together, and stopped in the park. That was cool. So, we also got Juan, Alexi, John, and Devin in the chat. Does everyone have their coffee? I'm gonna go ahead and turn this other thing off because I do have something I want to share with you guys today. Go ahead and turn this off here. Yeah, so I have been obviously experimenting with for the last like 6 weeks with like the POV chest mount, like vlogging audio and different cameras, and trying to get that dialed in. Excuse me. And I wasn't using the gimbal intentionally because I was trying to make things simple. Well, I went backwards and I put the gimbal back on, and I want to show you how I have it set up on the chest mount that I'm using. I'll show you my setup real quick. This is what I used. I experimented with it yesterday. I'll just turn it on real quick so you can see. So, let me put the battery in it because it's gonna be not balanced correctly. There we go. All right. So all of this stuff is linked in the description of the videos, but this chest plate that I use is the Stuntman, and it has a let me see if I can show you that. It has this little adjustable piece that comes out on the bottom, and then another one that adjusts this way, and it has one with the GoPro mount and one with a 1/4-20 screw, and then the bottom of the gimbal has a 1/4-20 that accepts 1/4-20. So I screwed the gimbal into that, and it kind of sits on this base, so it's pretty stable here, which is good. And the reason why I want to show you guys this, I changed the damn gimbal position, whatever, is because the difference between a gimbal and then just using Hypersmooth, in my opinion, is huge. It's so different. I prefer the gimbal over Hypersmooth any day. So I have 2 videos here that I want to show you guys. It basically shows, I'm going to show one where I'm riding in Prospect Park, my local trails, with just Hypersmooth, and then I'm going to show you a video where I shot yesterday where I had the gimbal, and I don't know, I like the gimbal better for a few reasons, and I'll talk through it while we're watching it. So just to give you an idea of why, because some people are like, why don't you use Hypersmooth, blah blah blah. Like, I've been experimenting with it. I like how easy it is to just pick up the thing and go, but without having to deal with the gimbal and like it being on and charging the battery, and like it's pretty sensitive, you can break them easy. This is like my 5th or 6th gimbal. So yeah, let me pull up this video and show you. Give me a quick sec here. This is for some reason the audio isn't working right, so I want to make sure we're good here. There we go. There we go. Audio's back. All right. So the first video is no gimbal. All right. Give me a sec. Let me get it to the right spot. All right, here we go. So check this out. So this is no gimbal here. Give it a look. You see how the camera turns when I lean back and lean under. The camera's angle changes. It's still kind of smooth.
Oh boy.
So you can't see, especially on those stairs, you can't see, like when I'm going down, I'm leaning back, so the camera points down, and then you can't see, you see my bike and you see the stairs, but you don't really see like what's in front anymore, just because of my position on the bike. And I'll show you a couple more examples here.
Oh yeah.
I'm riding my Santa Cruz Highball here. It's a hardtail mountain bike. Alright, you see how all that stuff, when I point down, it's down, down, down. You can't really see. Here's footage with the same camera settings. It's just on a gimbal. Full screen this. So the audio, the only difference is I'm pretty sure my mic is dying on my lav, so the mic was working earlier in this footage, and then look at the difference of the footage. So you see how the horizon line stays straight and my bike is moving around a lot more. I just prefer the way this looks. Let's see, are we gonna get to any trails here? What's going on? What? Oh, I do a little rock hop here. You can barely hear the audio. Here we go, let me skip through this. Let me get to something that's steeper. Like even these stairs, like we ride up these little stairs right here. You can see how the picture stays smooth. Like if I was doing this, the picture would be smooth, but the camera angle would change. It would be like, it would go down and up differently. Let's see. And then this is the same trail here. Go back right here. This is the same trail that we did, that I showed in the other video. Check this out. Oh, there were people on the trail yesterday. So,
hey, what up, man?
There were some people smoking right there on the trail with some track bikes. We didn't know who they were. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see the difference, but I can see the difference. The way the bike is dipping instead of the ground, like dipping down and ducking down, you can see the trail better. I don't know. So that's probably going to be something that I work on. Probably going to be working with the gimbal again a little bit more, just to change things up. So I'll give it a try on like the other bikes as well. There's advantages to it when I'm out doing these like isolation rides as well, because if I do get off my bike for a second to like take a photo, the camera is not going to be pointing like straight up in the air. It's going to be straight when I get off my bike, so you'll be able to see more what I'm interacting with and when I'm taking photos and how that looks. So gonna check that out. Let me get into the chat and see what's popping here. Oh, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, Anton. Appreciate you joining. Thank you. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. We got Phoenix in the house. We got United Kingdom. We got Philippines. Wow. Sweet. Zach Felton has been wondering about the setup for a while. All my other videos, where it's just me riding, it's not a gimbal, it's just the GoPro stabilization. Recently, this last video, I just put the gimbal on. So those videos that I just showed as well are snippets of videos that will be coming in the next few days. So you got a little sneak shot of it. Oh, Monotraumatic is from San Ho. What up, man? Bay Area. Urban City Cowboy. Usually has coffee in the evenings. Well, that's interesting. I like that. Been watching the video you did about the camera mounts on the Giro Montero. Oh yeah. That helmet, the Giro Montero, has a camera mount on the top of the head. So you can put a camera right up there. It's built in. It has a GoPro mount. So I use it now for my night rider lights. It clips in. Actually, I'm gonna go get it and show you. This is a Giro Montero, and I have made a video about putting the GoPro on top of it. So on top of the helmet, it comes with this little clip. There's a light mount on it right now, but it's a GoPro mount, and it just pops right out. And I believe they did that just so if you hit a tree or something, it'll pop off instead of you getting hurt. So I have this clip here. This might need to be linked on my Amazon. I don't know if I have this on there yet or not, but this is actually I'll show you this first. These are the lights that I recommend when my face isn't being recognized by the camera. Stay. Okay, so check it out. That's a Lumina. It's a Night Rider. These things are bright, 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 bright. There's nothing brighter than these. When you ride trails at night, you need a trail light, not like a regular light. So this is a good light, and they're like $60 or so on Amazon. They even have these micros now, so they're like, they're like half the size now. And it just has a USB charge on the bottom, and it normally has this. It has a sliding little clip on the bottom like that, and it usually comes with these little straps that you can put on your handlebars. One that has like straps that you strap on your helmet. But what I did was, since I use this helmet when I ride my mountain bike, is I found these little Night Rider clips on Amazon. They're like $10, and it's a Night Rider clipped GoPro mount. So it just slides right on. Did I put it on the wrong way? No, I didn't. Like that. And the benefit of this is you don't have to put all these stupid straps all over your helmet, and it gets loose after a while, and like it starts to slide around, and like you have to find the right helmet with the right vent so it'll stay, because some helmets it won't work and the light will like slide all the way back. So this is the solution for that. And then also that front Garmin or Wahoo mount that I've been kind of talking about in my videos. It's on the front of my gravel bike. It's on my mountain bike. Let me see if you can see it in the shot here. Yeah. So that, see what the Wahoo is connected to on the screen? Right to the right side of my, right over there. That is a computer mount for a computer, and then on the other side it has a GoPro mount. On the underside of that, I have one of these mounts, so my light sits right under the computer as well. So I really like these lights for riding trails or riding night, anywhere at night. Like they're bright as hell. So there we go. That's some rambling there. Let's see. Danny Hengel, dude, I don't know how I can pay you, but I've talked about this before. with some motion graphics for my thing. I could use some polishing up. That'd be rad. I'll trade you some bike parts. Or when the economy starts again, I can pay you some money. Or I'll pay you off of views. That's what we'll do. I don't know. Let's talk about it. Good luck on the other YouTube show. Ray's here. I almost called Sunrays Ray, or Ray Sunrays. It's Ray, everybody. And I think that's deviate. I'm just guessing. Deviate. I just call him deviate. Good morning. Andreas Cruz from SF. How's it doing? How you doing? You chilling at the house? You going out? Going on rides? Drew just got a GoPro Hero 7. That's awesome, man. You should share some of the stuff you've been shooting. Let us see it. Let's see. Just catching up on the chat. Dimitri, I agree with you. Whenever I always find if you're doing anything with a camera, it always works better, in my opinion, to do it in camera instead of like in post. And I consider like the GoPro stabilization like a post thing, so like a software thing. I'd rather do everything with the camera in my hands with using tools, so it's always better, in my opinion, to do it that way. So I agree with you, it always looks better, a regular gimbal. I will say though, like if I had a gimbal on my head and I wanted to show my interaction, say I was like doing a photo walk with a camera and I was like turning my head and stuff, if I had a gimbal, it wouldn't be right. I probably would use the GoPro stabilization for that, because then that would, whatever I look at and turn my head, the GoPro is going to do it too, and it'll be stabilized. Whereas the gimbal is going to have like a delay and a swing and like a... anyways, that's something else. Traffic is low in Toronto. Thanks for the update, Nick. Ray is asking, is the gimbal heavier? It's definitely heavier. Not noticeably, not that much. I'm a bigger guy, so. But when it's on your head, yeah, it's noticeably different. That's why I made that like helmet setup video, just to show everybody like, hey, this is how I do it. This is where I put the camera, you know, this is the helmet I use. And it's all about balancing it on your head, because of all that extra weight. Your neck would start to hurt if you don't center it. Terry, do you lift weights? If so, could you show me your workout routine? I don't work out. I was doing pretty good on doing push-ups every day for a while, but I've been slacking lately. Push-ups, man. Push-ups help a lot. East Oakland's in the house. So is Hungary. Jacques is asking if I consider getting some Central Park footage. The hospital tents. They're actually there. I've had people comment on the channel about the hospitals being fake and the tents being fake, and I can tell you that I have friends who ride past Fifth Ave by Mount Sinai, and the tents in the park are real. I've seen the photos from him, so I can ride by there. Yeah, that's a good idea. Danny is asking if I've ever filmed a short series. What was your favorite client to work with? Worst? What about the clients? I don't want to talk about the worst clients. The best clients are the ones that are repeat clients who allow you to collaborate collaborate creatively, and help make the project better. Also, clients that aren't afraid to take risks. Sometimes those risks are in the creative side, and sometimes those are financial risks, to make the project better. Those are the best ones. I can tell you that I really early on, I used to work on, I don't know if you guys know of Instructables, or Liquor.com. Those are a bunch of series of videos that I've done in the past. I wonder if I can pull one of those up without getting creamed. Let's see. I'll pull one up and see if I can play one. Let's see. Recipes. Wait. Huh. Where are their videos at? I'm gonna check their YouTube channel. Let's see. Aha. I don't know if I did all these videos. I didn't do all these videos, but I definitely helped with probably over 100 of these. I'm gonna try to find one that I actually remember shooting though. I feel like I shot this one. Whatever, I'm just gonna play this one. Alright, hopefully I don't get hit with a copyright. Let's see. So I shot a bunch of these. I'm actually gonna leave the audio off just in case. But these are like years ago I shot these with two other guys from a production company that I worked with. They're super basic. It's it's just a bunch of how to make cocktails. Actually, I don't think I shot this one, but they're all shot in a similar vein, and they're all they're pretty much templatized. This is kind of they're all the same exact thing. It's like, this is how you make a cocktail, but yeah, we definitely shot over like over 100 of those, and I used to do the editing on those too. So like, lots of experience with that stuff. Good question, Danny. Danny is asking what's hanging on the door handle. That's an eye. I forget exactly the eye for. It's like for all the haters out there. There's a I think it's, I don't know what where it comes from. It's my girlfriend got it as a gift. I should look into that. Should we look into it right now? It's the evil eye, is what it is. trying to find why. There's nothing on the internet. But anyways, I'll find out. I'll ask my girlfriend. Something about the haters, man. Leave all the negative energy out. Josiah, hi. Alexi, watched Safa chasing video, loved it, but shit my pants a little bit. Have ever thought that was way too dangerous riding that fast? Yeah. When you're doing something like that, the idea is to not think about that stuff, because I'm a big believer of like putting your mind to something, you can do it. So like just the opposite. If you're thinking negative thoughts, then negative thoughts can happen and probably will happen. So like that's why I try to keep the PMA all the time, no matter what. I try my best. So like the idea on that was I was kind of freaking out, but I was just keeping my head clear. That's how I dealt with that situation. Devin, what Giro helmet do you use for track bike and gravel? I don't know the name of it. Let me see. I'll pull it up. We're gonna do a bunch of internet today. Let's see. Giro helmet. I feel like I need some like background music while I'm doing this. I need like an assistant. I need a technical director to look this stuff up for me, so you're not staring at the side of my neck when I'm looking this stuff up. Let me see. Let me share the screen with you. There we go. You see my, I think it's this one. The Aether MIPS helmet. This is the one that I use. Not for filming hotlines. This is just for when I'm riding my bike. I have this exact one, I believe. Or it's the one with the reflective. I think it's this one. I think it's this one, yeah. That's the helmet I use. Let's see. Devin has a Knight Rider 1800. Damn, is that the one with the external like battery pack thing? Those are crazy. Those lights are like, they're really good. I've never seen a light better than those, especially for the price. I highly recommend them if you're trying to ride trails at night, or even if you just want like, they're like headlights. They're not like blinky like I'm on the road, watch out for me. It's like headlights. Like when you have one on your helmet in a car, like, you know, maybe sideswipes you or something, you can turn it on your helmet and just like look in the car and you will light their fucking car up. It's kind of funny. I turn my helmet light off when I'm on the street because it's just too bright for cars. Anywhere I look, I'm just blasting light. So got a conversation going on in the chat. That's cool to see. Danny with the shout out. I'll hit you up on Instagram. I'm so bad at keeping track of emails and messages. I do apologize to anyone who feels like if I'm leaving them hanging, it's not intentional at all. Let's see. Milo, loving the kit breakdown and the editing stuff. Oh yeah, man. I plan on sharing more of that stuff. I have the RX, the Sony RX-02, and I'm gonna build that up. I might build it up during one of these morning routines. I'm probably gonna wait until it's a rainy day, and I have an idea to use it and go on like a exercise walk, like get out of the house in the rain with an umbrella and kind of film in the rain. So I'm gonna do that on the next rainy day. So we'll do one of these, and I'll set it up and I'll show you guys what I'm about to do. And then the following morning, hopefully, I'll have like a video of from the footage of what I shot with that setup. So I'll show you guys that once the weather turns. Is the Giro Montero in the shot when the GoPro is in super view? From what I remember, it is not, because when you're riding a mountain bike, any bike, when you tilt your head, the camera is like tilted kind of up into the sky a little bit if you're standing straight up. Because when you're on your bike, you're kind of like tilting down a little bit. So the visor and everything is out of the shot, just barely. I can actually pull up a video. Let me see. I did a video. Oh, maybe I can find it on Instagram, actually. Instagram Terry. I think that's how I find. Yeah, okay. This is my oh, I gotta share it with you. This is my Instagram page right here. I'm just gonna see if I can pull up a video. What? Get out of here, dude. Oh, why does it want me to log in? Can I just do that? Log in. What? Okay. Let's see. All right, right here. So this was all filmed with the Giro Montero helmet with a GoPro on top. I know it's a little small, but here, I'll see if I can make it bigger by doing this. Nope, that doesn't work. Whatever. So this is all just the Giro, and I think it's super view. You can see that Prospect Park looks way different in the summer, right? It's green, so much more foliage. Might be a little, see, it's like bumpy and shaky, but it's only that way when it's dark, because the stabilization doesn't work as well. This is one of my favorite little trails right here.
Wow, you fucking sent that.
See, it's fine when there's light. See how stable it is now? Alright, so it's not in the shot. Let's see. Quick question. Do you think expensive cycling glasses are worth the money? Brands like Oakley are 100%. I thought 100% are pretty cheap or affordable. I thought Oakley's are the expensive ones. I finally bought a pair, and it's mostly for the lenses. The Oakleys have this trail lens that's really good. It's like a pink color, and it helps when there's low contrast, when it's kind of like shadowy. You can see like rock detail way better. So if you're like someone who used to ski or snowboard, you know that lenses, they they're important in those scenarios, and it's I think it's the same, similar when you're riding a bike, especially when you're going fast, to see things, So I don't know. In my opinion, sure. Slip Pete is asking if I've shot anything on the DJI Osmo Pocket. No, I haven't. I was curious about it when it first came out, but again, like those cameras, they're kind of set to like, I look at it as like the Rilo. It's like there's not a lot of options to for someone who wants to like really expand the like picture quality of it. It's kind of all like set already. There's very few options, and then also price point. Like I don't want to pay for it, so I have it. But maybe if I come across somebody who has one, maybe they'll let me borrow it. I don't know. Drew Freeman. So you don't use the stabilization in GoPro along with the gimbal? I do. Although when I'm shooting like hotlines and stuff, it doesn't. The way that the stabilization works, it needs a really high shutter angle, and when I shoot those hotlines, I'm using NDs to cut the shutter angle way short to 180 degrees. So the stabilization needs like a shutter angle of like 360 degrees. It needs a really sharp angle. So everything's like really crispy. Philip has been shooting with the iPhone 8 and a gimbal. I used one for a job a while back, the phone gimbal and a phone, for a PayPal client. No, it was Uber. Yeah, they wanted it to all be shot on phone, so that was cool. And I used one of those. It was pretty cool. I don't have a GoPro. Is there a mount for my iPhone to chest? Yeah, there is. You gotta put those. It's a puzzle. You gotta put that stuff together. So you gotta they make clamps for phones, and then on the bottom of the clamp, it's usually a 1/4 So then you have to find, depending on what chest mount you have, like mine, it already has a 1/4 screw thing on it. But if you use the GoPro, you're gonna have to buy a GoPro to 1/4. It's just, you gotta put it all together and make it work, man. Or you can just put some tape on it. Try some tape. Danny's saying it'd be cool if I made contact with Ty Evans. That'd be awesome, man. I look up to a lot of the videos he made for Transworld back in the day, so. And he's doing cool stuff. I'm working on my own skate video. I have one clip. I got that front side nose slide. Philip is working on audio. He got a mic. Running the stabilization on the phone. Michael Kelly, what's up? Deviate is right. Haha. Oh, I'm glad I got you on Premiere, man. Welcome to Team Premiere. Team Adobe. William is asking how tall I am and what size are my bikes. I am 6'2", 6'3", and my bikes are all... The mountain bike is an XL. And all the other bikes are kind of similar sizes. The gravel bike is a 61, and top tube. The Little Wing is a 61 or 60 top tube. So they're all in the range of like that. My Affinity is a little shorter just because it's Pursuit, so I have a 130 millimeter stem on it to help So hopefully that helps. Dimitri, kind of curious, did you push your YouTube channel or all the following subs kind of organic? Any advice in getting more eyes on a small channel? What do you mean by push it? Like pay for it or something to get advertised? I didn't do that. It just takes a while, man. It takes. I mean, this channel's been up since 2015, so that's, you know, 5 years of going on 5 years of uploads to YouTube. And I still have under 500 uploads last time I checked. It's kind of a milestone for me. I was trying to see, trying to get to 500 uploads. Let's see. I know there's a way to check this. That's not the way to do it. Huh. Oh well. I know I'm close. I'm at like 490 something videos or something. Let's see. You just have to keep up, keep it up, man. Keep improving. I think the channel started to grow a little bit faster. Not faster. I had some channel spikes, some subscriber spikes. I had a huge subscriber spike when I uploaded the Mexico City video with Anna Puga. I got a bunch of spikes from that. But that's the whole thing with YouTube. If you hear about other people too, it's like you'll have these like moments of time where you'll get a spike, but then it'll just go back to like nothing again. So like I feel like just being consistent. In the last, since January, I've been doing these daily uploads, and now with this thing, I've been doing these every day. The numbers aren't going up, but like it's a consistent growth now. So shout out to all the new people watching my face in the morning and having coffee with us. Just gotta be consistent and I don't know, keep sharing information. Danny's asking if I was first starting out, did I do wedding videos? No. I've done a few, but they're always just like Super 8. It's kind of a, easy, not easy, but like it gives it a look that's kind of baked in, so then they're kind of stuck with it. I don't have to do any crazy like video filters and stuff, you know what I mean? It keeps me away from all that stuff. Danny is asking, when I was filming Safa's hotline, I thought that I was so sick that you edited the footage to zoom in between your camera and his. Did you use the Gaussian blur to transition the cuts? Oh, like that like little push in and crazy sound. Those are, it's like a bit of a zoom blur, a push, and then it's got some motion on it and some easing, so it starts slow and speeds up. You know about easing. You're a motion graphics person. Max Boardman, you just watched my Japan to Thailand video? That's awesome, dude. That's an old video. What? Let me see. I gotta look this up. Japan to Thai. Is that what it's called? Japan to Thailand? Those are really old. Those are like Oh, there it is. I see it. Let's play this for everybody. This is from 2016. Oh, I know exactly what this is. So, this is me and my girlfriend went on a trip to Thailand, and then we came back and stayed in Japan for a week, and then I came back to New York, and then she stayed. But this was back when Instagram only allowed you to upload, was it 15-second videos? So these are a bunch of like little 15-second clips all mashed up together. Let's check it out.
Playing an infinity pool.
Oh yeah, I remember doing this hyperlapse. This is all done manually. Came out really good. All of these, I was really into hyperlapses right here. So funny. First time I took a GoPro underwater. Yo, snorkeling is really scary. I just want everyone to know. I was so terrified to do it. Ha! Good call on that video. That was cool. I haven't seen that in a long time. Hugh Gucci, what up, dude? Raise. Oh, if I play it slow or fast, that's a good idea, Ray. Danny, I've used dollies in the past, and recently, but as the cameras get bigger, doing a dolly shot becomes harder and harder. So it becomes a pain in the ass if you don't have the right manpower or budget there. So those are the complications as you grow and try to use better equipment. Sometimes the budgets you get don't allow for the crew to do some of those camera moves when you're using a bigger camera. And it puts you into a weird growth spot where you want to use the better stuff, but then you don't have the budget to like hire the right people to do it. So it's like then you go back to the smaller camera and you're like, fuck, what the hell am I doing? So it gets frustrating sometimes, but Um, it's Turkish. Daniel's asking, "What's my go-to cocktail?" Usually it's pretty basic. I like ginger, uh, like gingery drinks. So, like a mezcal, ginger's really good. Um, if if there's like a cocktail list, if we go to a place that like specifies and does cocktails, then it usually is something in the spicy ginger, mezcal or tequila realm. And then also whiskey gingers are pretty good. But normally, if I'm not, it's just like at the neighborhood bar, it's like a shot and a beer. I'm a cheap date. It's a protector archetype. I like that. Let's see. Thoughts on laser helmets? Those helmets look, fancy. They're spendy. I know they're expensive, but I don't know. That's those are my thoughts. I've never owned one, so. Um, did any of you guys text me? My phone number was on there. uh, that was an accident. I didn't know that was gonna happen. Let's see. I got lost. I was on a good track here. Here we go. Claudio, yeah, those Giro helmets are expensive. I was blessed to get mine through Affinity. A lot of, if you're in the bike industry, you get bike industry rates. So Jason at Affinity hooked me up with that helmet. Actually, I didn't pay for it. It was a gift. It was kind of like he returned a favor, so that was cool of him. Zach is asking for a new hotline. No, because it's not a good time to, in my opinion, to do anything extra while this is going on. But as soon as we're back to normal, hopefully we can get back to normal and do some hotlines. Until then, you're stuck with me. Drew, hopefully this is helping you, man. Danny, you can totally do that Mario Kart Ghost time trial thing. We've thought about that with a hotline before, but you gotta ride a similar path or the same path, or you're gonna be doing a lot of masking. It wouldn't be too bad though. What's up from Brazil? Joe Swain, what did I do in the Air Force? I was in electronic warfare, or electronic countermeasures. Technician or craftsman, sorry. Was it I tech or a craftsman? I think craftsman's after technician. Apprentice, craftsman, technician. I think it was craftsman. I forget. It's been so long. There's like steps. Let's see. Slit Pete, give me a call, dude. I'm just catching up to the phone number thing. Whoops. Any thoughts on the Fuji X100? I think it's sick. I would get it if I didn't already have a camera problem, so. Danny is asking advice on wheelies. I think they're easier on fixed gears. That's how I learned them. Stuart Mills, are deluxe freewheels worth it? What is a deluxe freewheel? I'm not sure what that is. If you're looking for a freewheel, go check out White Industries. They make the best freewheels. I have one on my bike, not sponsored. They're expensive. They're $100 and something for the freewheel, and they sound great and they last forever. If you guys have single speeds, you probably know that cheap freewheels go out, they wear out, and they turn into trash. So I think it's an important piece to spend money on. Philip started watching my channel when I had 5K. That's awesome, dude. That was a long time ago. Thank you, Eric. I'm hoping one of these days we'll hit that 100K. With the current projection, I'm estimating we're going to have a 100K party around July. We'll see. We'll see if we make it. Maybe it'll be before that. But I'm thinking July is going to be when it hits. Danny's asking if I own a Super 8. I do. And my favorite video is actually photosynthesis. You nailed it. I like the editing and all the additional footage. I think I played photosynthesis in a live stream a while ago. You might not have been there. Claudio's saying, join the fam, dudes. Come on. Everybody's doing it. Let me see. I'll make it easy for the new people here. You gotta go here. Yeah, join the channel, dude. Hit that link. I just dropped in the live chat. Danny's asking, have you ever had a client fly out to location to shoot? Did they get you business or economy? I've only been flown business twice for shoots, and it wasn't because of the client. It was because of my airline status. When I flew to London last year, I had to go there 3 or 4 times for a project, and it was Economy Plus on British Airways, which was actually pretty nice. So that was cool. But the benefit of sticking with the same airline is if you can get the client to fly you on your specific airline, mine is American Airlines, you'll rack up a status, and then you will be able to fly business later for free, like getting bumped to business because your status is high. So That's my recommendation to everybody. Try to stick with one airline. Drift King, I'm happy that you are using file naming conventions. That's probably one of the biggest takeaways from going to art school that I got. Believe it or not, it helps you stay organized. Unfortunately, my like my hard drive, I'm looking at it right now. It's organized, but it's still like Jesus. You look at it and like there's all these, especially with all these daily videos I've been doing, it's like I dump the footage before I have a title for the video for the day, and then so like I don't know, it has weird names and then it doesn't correlate with the video title on YouTube, so when I'm looking for it later it's hard to find. I need to work on the titling name conventions for myself. It's just YouTube with the whole like title and thumbnail thing, it's so important. That's why you'll see that I change. I've been experimenting with the title and the thumbnail, even some clickbaity kind of ones in the past, just seeing what works, because it's a huge part of getting people to see the videos. Danny's saying, for the time-lapse sunset sunrise shots, how do you incorporate a camera movement like a tilt, zoom, pan, etc.? You need to have a timer. You need like a head. Basically, all the modern ones are pretty cheap, and it plugs into your camera. So the intervalometer that tells the sequence or the shots, the time between shots, you can program that all into like the head. So like the head will have like a pivot. It'll have like a tilt or a pan, or like if it's on a slider, it'll go left to right, right to left, or do all of them at one time. You can also program it when and how many photos to take over a certain period of time. So you need to get one of those things. They're like Smart Head, or I think Ectodome makes one. I don't know. There's a bunch of companies nowadays. Some good ones and some bad ones. I'm not a time-lapse person myself, so... Brian Novello, you did just see Kanin. He was there. We were in Thailand. We met him in Thailand. Max Boardman, I love the hyperlapses where the subject stays in the middle of the frame. Is there a name for that technique? A successful hyperlapse, I would say. What's up, Lee? Welcome. Oh, I lost you. There you are. Can I link the video? Looks so dope. Would watch in full res. Yeah, I'll link it right now. Let me see. Japan to Thailand. I'm gonna link the Japan to Thailand video in the chat. It's down there now. Who makes your number 22? Such a sick looking bike. Well, Ed B. Number 22 makes my number 22. I guess I'm just catching up. People are already answering you. The real deal. What do you think about meditation? I think it's very important, and I practice it on my solo rides while I'm riding my bike. I find it very meditative. The breathing, the repetitive motions, you're all up in your head. That's my kind of meditation. Claudio, did you try Coaster Hub? I have a free coaster on my BMX bike. What up, Rosado? What up? Danny's asking if I heard of Super Bowl. Yes, I have. How do you afford to find film for a Super 8? I get it off of B&H usually. It's expensive to process. And I agree with you with Jason Dill's part. It's amazing. Rosa Rody? Rosa Rody. What do you like about your Affinity? The most about it? I like the fact that the brake, it has brakes, and it has integrated brake cable for the rear. It goes through the frame. I think that's awesome. I love it. Is rent expensive in your neighborhood? Says Low Bass Beats. Yes, I think it is. It needs to go down. Inogi, welcome, dude. You joined. You've been here for a while. Thank you. Can we see bike checks in the future? I anticipate you have quite the stable, says Bryce. There are videos where I've done bike checks in the past. There are videos where I'm riding around and I stop and talk about the bike because there's people such as yourself who ask about bike checks. The problem is, like, I'm not going to do a bike check every time I'm riding a bike. It's just not something creatively that I want to do. When I put new things on the bikes, I'll tell you guys, and I'll talk about it. But I'm not gonna keep doing it over and over. It's like doing the same. It's the same bike. So just check out the other videos. There's plenty of bike checks. Danny's asking, have I ever considered running my own studio, leasing space, using your current studio as a brick and mortar? I have a studio that I share with someone right now, and it's all that I need. In fact, during all this, it's like more than what I need, and I don't know how long I can pay the rent there and here, so without working. I used to be... well, I am still part of, but I'm no longer employed by a production company called The Warehouse. So I have experience with it, but right now I like to be freelance. It's a little nicer. I can do a little bit more what I want, so that's nice. Let's see. Harrison, what are the best cycling sunglasses and lenses? Well, Harrison, welcome, first of all. I kind of answered this earlier. I have a set of Oakleys, and I love the Prism Trail lenses that I have. They're like a pink kind of color with a sheen on it. I think they're pink. Are they orange? No, it's pink. And it helps add contrast to shadowy areas where there's not a lot of light or it's flat. So you can see rocks and bumps and, things that you normally wouldn't see. So those are my favorite. But it's important to be able to change those lenses out if you want to save money, so you don't have to have like 5 pairs of sunglasses. Obviously those lenses don't work very well when you're on a road ride and it's summertime and the sun's blasting you in the face. You want something with maybe a polarized lens for that. So it all depends. Ray wants me to do the occasional clickbait. No, I understand. Yeah, that's good that you guys understand things. Did you ever work in a studio for a bit? Oh yeah, Danny, I just answered this. Who the fuck is disliking the stream? People who hate me, man. There's always gonna be, this group of people, and there's always gonna be, a group that opposes that. So it's fine. I don't take offense to it, cause I love the haters as well. Zach Morrison, have you ever used Hope Hubs? No, but I have a friend who has a set on his single speed, and they're loud as hell. They're so sick. I love them. Ed B. Sims, do you breathe mainly through your nose when writing? I think I do a little bit of both. It's like a mouth-nose thing. Out through the mouth. Where can I see all the bikes you own? Go and watch previous videos. Tim O'Connor is a rad skater. Yes. Danny's asking if I ever considered shooting Super Bowl. It would be a little hard. I know that the checkpoints are bars, and it's also done in the winter, so there's not a lot of light, and it seems like it would be a technical challenge, and because the footage wouldn't be as good as I would want it. So if I was to do a Super Bowl video, it would be less about the riding footage and more about like kind of my take, maybe my personal experience with Super Bowl. And I would do a lot of like talking to the camera, or like talking and interviewing with people in the middle of it, not trying to race and win, and not trying to follow the winners, but more about the experience of doing it. Maybe in the future, we'll see. Watched your old video on the huge descent in LA. Dude, you flew into that bush beautifully. Yes. Ray's asking, am I doing alright without the Dr. Pepper? I feel alright. I still have crazy sugar cravings, but hey, whatever. Have you considered going back to the warehouse? No. I'll just say that my days there are done as far as being an employee. Purple Blaze Hotline collab? Maybe. Yeah. I've seen their stuff. Oh yeah, Drift King's talking about the Photochrome. They transitioned from bright light to ambient light, so they're good. What's the most exotic place you've ever ridden? Jakarta, probably. Or Bali was really crazy. Danny, yeah, no one really wins, but when someone from New York comes, they're gonna take the title. That was Chris. Chris won that one. Not sure if it's been mentioned, but thanks for having such killer content to keep the sanity well. Oh man, Kyle, hopefully you're on a stationary trainer right now, dude. Thanks for joining in. Nolan's asking if I've heard of Fly on the Wall. I have not. Sounds like a documentary production house. Danny's asking if I know how to speak other languages. No. I can say a couple tiny things. Privet, that's like what's up or hello in Russian. Joe Swain, what do you use to track your distance, time, speed, elevation gain, etc.? I use a Wahoo. Julian is in Bushwick. Any good lines to hit I should know about? Any good lines? You mean like where to ride today? Or trails? I don't know anything in Bushwick really. Go to Forest Park. That's pretty close. The pigeons hate me. They love me. They're attracted to me. Aaron Wilson asking about a hotline in Tampa. If I went to Tampa, I would, I would shoot out there for sure. Good morning from Germany. What's up, Josh? Danny, you should definitely start filming right now. Put it up. Krusha is teaching me the bad Russian words, I know. Danny's asking, ever thought about doing a hotline with a bike cop? I got a quick clip of some Tokyo police, Japanese police in Tokyo on bicycles, and I followed them for like a hot second. It was pretty funny. Philip K, what up? Danny, I don't know why you're I have to approve all your comments. I don't know what's going on. It thinks it's spam every time. What was that alley cat where people were getting arrested for not having bells on their bikes? I think that was a 420 ride. Yeah, we didn't even do the alley cat. That was the 420 race, and it was a marathon. It was a, what do you call it? It was a 3-person race, and it's kind of like a baton handoff. And the cops came in and tried to arrest the person promoting it. Shardy, he does Track or Die. This is how bad it got in New York. There were police officers following his Instagram account, so when he would post about a race, the police knew about the race before it happened. So they showed up to the race, and they started taking people's bikes for not having bells on them. It was insane. Cop line. Is the art in the house from Friends? Yeah. Let's see. That back there is Ferris Plock. He's from San Francisco. I actually bought that from a gallery. It was like the first thing I bought. I had to use a credit card for it. I don't know where that's from. And then in the mirror, you can see there's a thing hanging up there. That's an Eric Otto piece. I helped him shoot a bunch of photos he had in a gallery, and then he, gave me that piece for helping him. So I do know those people. So yeah, they're friends. What else do we have in here? That's about it. There's some candlesticks over there and a lamp. Oh, there's some little hound's heads on the thing. Here, let me show you those. Those are kind of cool. These are all hand done. Why is it not focusing? There we go. They're all different. There were like 12 of these at one time. Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get out of here soon because it's 1 p.m. Danny's asking if I know D-Block's. Yeah, I know him. I've filmed with him before. There's a hotline called America's Brave or World's Bravest. He's in that video. Good morning, Malaysia. Drew, what you about to put in the chat? Jeremy Till, dude, you can be fast on the hills. You climb up and then you bomb down. Oh, you can't post the link, it won't let you? Let me see. Let me see if I can. Oh. Inonji, these headphones are the Sony's. It's funny, people always ask this. These are the MDR 7506s. Any plans on doing a video with Wolfbots again? Probably not. He's in like Rimini, Italy, and I'm way over here, so. Someone below me is making some sounds. Yeah, it'd be cool to film with the blocks once all this is over. But I'm gonna get out of here, man. It's 2 p.m. or 1 p.m. and I feel like this has been a successful morning routine. Lots of chatting. Hopefully you guys found some of the gimbal and hyper boost stuff, the comparisons, informative, and if you can get out there and ride your bike, please do. Be safe, be well, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next upload. Peace. Oh wait, just a second. Ha, got you. Make sure to check out the 2 new uploads, the One Mistake and the USNS Comfort, if you can. All right, now I'm out. Bye.